Hello, everybody. Brian's here, and I'm going to be doing some work for my. One of my buddies, he decided to get more into D&D, and he found out that I do some 3D sculpture work. So I'm like, all right, you know what? Let me futz around, and he wants to have a figure made for himself. So my goals for today is to block out a base form for his character, and his character, it might be a more based on a mixed match of these guys that you see in front of you, but it's called a Ursa, and I believe he's playing a Pathfinder right now. I'm not sure what edition he's playing with, but it's a humanoid bear character, and he has some specific stuff that's part of his character, which is going to be fun. But right now, I'm trying to just rough in a bunch of the stuff, and I'm going to be using ZBrush. I'm going to take this reference I have here, and I'm going to just mosey that on over. And here is the base mesh I'll be working with. This is just a quick little dude to get started with, and let me just hide some things. I don't need hit this platform here, and let's get started. So first things first, this guy is not human, so what I want to do is actually get his proportions correct. So I'm going to move this guy up a bit. I'm going to futz around with the head a lot, but and I'm just going to hide the eyes because that's going to mess me up from later. Have this here. What else? Where's my inflate tool? I'm going to inflate, turn the intensity down. Gonna really futz with that. Oh yeah. And really got a paw thing going for him over here. For the head, since it's more like a snout, we got the bear thing over here. I'll really protrude his face forward. Out. I'm not trying to go for details now. I'm just trying to go for base, simple forms. So I have this over here. Want to have the clavicle going. This guy's also going to be built. So have that part here. It's really weird to not be talking to anybody but still talk. I don't know. I'm weird like that. So what's weird at first is getting over that you're not going to be getting into detail so quick. Yeah, this guy's got a long face. Let me get a bit more over here. Yeah, for that, fine. But now let's go into making him a thick boy. Because this guy's also supposed to be about, let me look at the details for this. It's going to be like 7'1", 400 pounds. So, I'm going to check that. I'm going to bring him down. So he's going to have some long legs. And then I'm going to inflate this mofo. just get some mass in there, just so I could work with this later. As well as making him a bit wider, and then bring his chest out a bit. Now I'm also going to take the scale thing, bring him up like that, and then scale him up. Oh, scale him up slightly. Huh. Cool. Okay. So now this guy has some feminine hips right now. Let's fix that. Bring it up here, and that. So yeah, right now I'm just blocking in stuff. He's got some meaty hands. Now the face is going to be interesting. So right now, what all I've been doing is using the move brush and working at a very low resolution, just so that I'm able to make some big big changes really quickly. And if I'm not happy with it, I can just change it and it won't really affect the mesh. When you get more into the detailed parts, that's where things happen. It's kind of hard to like move back on. So, trying to get some foundations in. Let me go back into here. Inflate. Now, what I might do is what I did just there is what we call Dynamesh. Dynamesh is when the computer takes the mesh that you just presented to it and then redistributes stuff and it makes it into a new mesh itself. It's easier for it to work with, and you bring it up to higher resolutions and everything. Now, since I don't have to worry about this going into a game engine, I don't have to worry about is everything going to be okay with like a free topology. I'm not going to really have to worry about that. I'm just going to be doing dynameshing, and then once I get to a higher mesh, I'm going to be going into the what is it called? Decimation master, and then from there it'll be fine. So now I got some landmarks going. Now I want to get into the personality for this guy's face. I want to see how this would work, because then when you are done working on the when I'm working on the face, or just on a major project, it's good to have moments where you know that you are crushing it. You know, so when you're working on something, you want to like build up confidence, and doing the face is one of those things where you can build up confidence or start to tear down confidence. In this case, I want to build up my confidence. So I'm going to be doing a bear-like structure, kind of, maybe. So, where's my pen? There we go. Now this is when I actually go into the pen. But I want to get a little bit more resolution here. So I'm going to bring this up to maybe about 350. There we go. Yeah, I can work with this for a little bit. So they have a big brow coming. They have a huge snout. It comes down. Now what's going to be hard is trying to differentiate between a wolf and a bear. But this job ain't easy. If it was, everybody would be doing it. So bears have an interesting way of going about this. I'm going to get rid of this part over here. Smooth this out a bit. And have a bit of fun. Dynamesh again. What might help actually is if I bring this in a tiny bit here. Oop, oop. Come on. Thank you. Actually, just bring it in slightly. Yeah. Right about there. Yeah. So I'm going to really dig into this cavity, eye cavity here, and bring up a sphere. This one we use for my eye. Now, since I already technically have an eye, I'm not going to use that, but if this was anything else, that's what my process would be. But since I technically already have an eye from the template I was working with before, might as well just use it. Bring it forward. That looks creepy. It's like I see into your soul. Don't mind me, just being stupid, Brian. But yeah. So bring this a little closer in. And then back over here, turn this back on. And you build up form around it. Bear skulls might be a little bit different, but I'm going to make it a little more human. Let me just zoom out on a little bit of a reference I'm working on. There. Hit. Half the job, half the time when you're looking for, I'm sorry, I can't speak. Half the time when you're doing sculpting work, you are going to be looking up reference. So what I just found is going to help me out a lot. So I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to zoom in on this. And then back into here. I'm going to model accordingly. Wow, bear faces are long. Like, really long. Like, if you were to see what I'm looking at, like, look at this. They're going from the bridge of the nose is just huge. I might not do it at exact lightness and have some artistic liberty, because if I do, he's going to be looking weird. Looking weird. Alright. Let's play around right around there, I guess. He looks like Ron Perlman. Just an ugly dude. Alright, let me just have that part. Now, since the guy is supposed to be like a warrior type person, I'm going to give him a bigger jaw. And also looks like bears don't barely have a occipital bone over here, but I'm gonna have them more pronounced over here. And this is where I'm gonna be futzing with stuff. I'm gonna turn down that intensity a little bit, just a little bit. Now I think the big problem might actually be the ears, because they don't look like anything at the moment. Kinda a little bit of sound like that. Gonna take away some and add, do that. Now, right now it doesn't look much of anything. And this is where most people get discouraged. And I am right there with you. At one point, I would just say, screw it, go on to a new one, and never do it again. But I plan on powering through this, because this is for a friend. And I want to challenge myself. So, let's dig into a little bit more over here. That is way too strong. Just get this a little bit stronger over here. And this is just the block-in stage as well. This is not the finaling part. That's when you go super high res with stuff. But right now, this is just trying to get the big moments in, just so that when I go back out over here, it doesn't look like a piece of shit. So let's add some detail into this mofo. Just a little bit. What? I have one person watching me. Perfect. That might be me. That's not the first time that's happened. So, going into here. Let me actually up the resolution a little bit. Let's bring it up to about 500. Oop. There we go. Okay. Shit. Son of a person. God